illustrated books can sometimes get a bad rap. They're these oversized books that on the surface look good for younger audiences. However, there's a lot of them out there, this one included, The Only Woman in the Photo, that do as much for education as they do for entertainment. This book is about Frances Perkins. Frances Perkins, in the hashtag #MeToo era, you may kind of have, what's this book about? The Only Woman in the Photo. Does it have an agenda? No, this is all history. And Frances's story is really quite amazing because it's one that I never knew. And I'm not a history buff, but I enjoy history and I know a lot about it. So I was kind of fascinated when I found out that I didn't know about her. Basically, Frances was one of the ones who worked under FDR, but she was the main person responsible for the New Deal, for Social Security, for the Social Security Act. So her actions that happened, in the late 1930s? In the mid-1930s, because the Social Security Act passed in 35 or 36. That still registers with hundreds of thousands, millions of Americans on a daily basis. And this book is really fascinating because it approaches her life and that period in time, just after the Great Depression, in a way that is educational and very readable for young audiences all the way through elementary school. A great example is this. We tried to give this book to our 10-year-old who's in 4th grade. He didn't want anything to do with it because he thought it was a baby book. It's an illustrated book, too many pictures. However, our 8-year-old was a little more amenable to it because he's in 2nd grade. He's in 2nd grade. He was a little more amenable to it. This is great for even ages 4 all the way through 10 or 11 because it presents such information in there that the older audiences are really going to dig it, but it's in a package that the younger audiences will want to read it because the illustrations are obviously gorgeous. The illustrations are by Alexandra Bai, and the book is from Kathleen Kroll. It's really worth checking out if you want to get your kids a little bit of non-fiction true history and some of the, I'll call them the peripheral players in history. They're real people, and they're not really everyday common names that you know. I didn't know Frances Perkins, but I know it now. And you will too after you read the book. It is The Only Woman in the Photo. It's going to be great for ages 4 through 10